So here are the solutions to exercise 5.6. For question 1, we've got 2a plus b equals 5 for equation 1. And for equation 2, we have a minus b equals 1. Well, the b terms here are almost the same. So if we decided to add equation 2 to equation 1, we could get the b terms to cancel. So 2a plus a gives us 3a, plus b plus minus b will cancel out, and then 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. If we rearrange that, a will equal to 6 divided by 3, which gives us an answer here of a equals 2. If we now substitute that value of 2 into an equation, I'll pick on the second equation here. It will be 2 minus b equals 1. And if we rearrange for our b term, it will be 2 minus 1 equals 1. So in question 1, my a value is 2 and my b value is 1. So that's it for question 1. Pretty straightforward one, that one, because they just subtracted or added straight away. And they're always nice when they work out that way. Let's take a look at number 2. So for question 2 then, we've got 5x plus 2y equals 14. And then for equation 2, we have 3x minus 4y equals 24. Now I'm going to pick on the y terms here to make them the same. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to multiply equation 1 by negative 2. And if I do that, my y terms will then be the same. So if we multiply that through then, 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. 2y times negative 2 is minus 4y. And 14 times negative 2 is negative 28. We'll leave our second equation alone. And now you can see my y terms are the same, which means if I subtract the 3x minus 4y equation from the minus 10x minus 4y equation, the y terms will cancel. So now then, negative 10x minus 3x is going to be negative 13x. Negative 4y minus negative 4y gives me nothing. And then negative 28 minus 24 gives me negative 52. Rearranging for my x term here, that will be negative 52 divided by negative 13, which gives me an answer here for x equals 4 here. If we now take that value of x equals 4 and substitute it in, I'm going to pick on equation 1. So 5 times 4 plus my 2y equals 14. Well, 5 times 4 is 20. If we now take the 20 over to the side, it will become 2y is equal to 14 minus 20, which is equal to negative 6. And then finishing that off, y will be negative 6 divided by 2, which is equal to negative 3. So my answer here for the y term in question 2 is negative 3. So there's the two answers there for question 2. Okay, moving on, let's have a look at number 3. So for question 3 then, we have 3x plus 2y equals 16. And for our second equation, we have 4x minus 3y equals 10. For questions like this, it's not overly apparent whether it would be better to work with the x terms or the y terms. It doesn't actually matter, but you're going to end up multiplying each equation by something. So the easiest way I like to do this is to multiply by opposite coefficients. So I'm going to decide to pick on the y terms. So I'm going to multiply equation 1 by negative 3, and I'll multiply equation 2 by plus 2. So what you can see here is I've just swapped the coefficients of y, that is the 2 and the negative 3, and multiplied them into the opposite equation. When we do that, let's watch what happens. So for equation 1, 3x times minus 3 will be minus 9x, plus 2y times negative 3 will be negative 6y, and 16 times negative 3 will be negative 48. For the second equation then, let's multiply through by plus 2. Well, 4x times 2 is 8x, negative 3y times 2 is negative 6y, and plus 10 times 2 is plus 20. My y terms now are the same. So if I now subtract the 8x minus 6y equation from the negative 9x minus 6y equation, this is what we'll end up with. So negative 9x minus 8x gives me negative 17x. Negative 6y minus negative 6y will cancel out, and negative 48 minus 20 gives me negative 68. Rearranging for my x term then, x will be equal to negative 68 divided by negative 16, and that's going to give us a value of 4. So there's the answer for my x value. If we now take that value of 4, let's substitute it into an equation. I'm going to pick on the first one, so 3 times 4 plus 2y equals 16. So 3 times 4 is 12. If we now take the 12 on the other side, we'll get 2y equals 16 minus 12, which is equal to 4. And now y is equal to 4 over 2, which is equal to 2. So my answers here for question 3 then are x equals 4 and y equals 2 to solve those equations. So there's number 3. Let's check out the next column and let's look at number 4. So for question 4 then, we have 6x plus 2y equals 36. And for equation 2, we have 4x plus 2y equals 21. Well, this one works out really nicely because you can see the y terms are the same. So I'm going to choose to simply subtract equation 2 from equation 1, and my y terms would then cancel. So 6x minus 4x will be 2x. 2y minus 2y is nothing, and 36 minus 21 gives me 15. So rearranging, x will equal 15 divided by 2, which if you want to express that as a decimal will be 7.5. So there's my answer for the x value. If we now substitute that x value into an equation, let's pick on the second equation this time. So 4 multiplied by 7.5, not 2.5. And then add that to 2y equals 21. So then 4 multiplied by 7.5 gives me 30. If we take the 30 over the other side, we'll get 2y equals 21 minus 30. And 21 minus 30 gives me negative 9. And now y is equal to negative 9 divided by my 2, which is equal to negative 4.5 if you want it as a decimal. So there's my two values for number 4. X is equal to 7.5 and y is equal to negative 4.5. Okay, let's move on and do number 5. So for question 5, we have 7x minus 4y equals 23. And for equation 2, we have 4x minus 3y equals 11. Well, once again, it's not overly apparent which one we're going to pick on, the x's or the y's. I like to pick on the y's, as you know. So with regards to the y terms then, we're going to do that opposite multiplying coefficient idea. So basically, I'm going to multiply equation 1 by negative 3, and I'll multiply equation 2 by negative 4. So again, just opposite coefficients there of the y term. If we multiply through now then, equation 1 is going through by negative 3. 7x times negative 3 will be negative 21x. Minus 4 times negative 3 is going to be plus 12y. And then 23 multiplied by negative 3 is going to be negative 69. So there's equation 1 multiplied through. Now on to equation 2. 4x times negative 4 will be negative 16x. Negative 3y times negative 4 will be plus 12y. And then the last one there, 11 times negative 4 will be negative 44. We can now see we've got our two y terms being the same. So if I subtracted the negative 16x plus 12y equation from the negative 21x plus 12y equation, my y terms will cancel. So first of all, negative 21 minus 16 is going to give us negative 5x, as a minus makes a plus. 12y minus 12y gives us nothing, and on the back end we have negative 69 minus 44, which gives us negative 25. Just be careful with your negatives here. So rearranging, x is equal to negative 25 divided by negative 5, and that's going to give us a value here of plus 5 here for our x term. If we now substitute our x value into an equation, I'm going to pick on the second one. It will be 4 multiplied by our 5 minus 3y equals our 11. 4 times 5 is 20. If we take the 20 on the other side, we'll end up getting negative 3y equals 11 minus 20. 11 minus 20 is going to give us with negative 9. And now y equals negative 9 over negative 3, which is equal to plus 3 as a value. So in this example then, for question 5, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to plus 3. Got to be careful that one, because there's quite a few negative signs floating around, and you can easily make a mistake there by getting your signs mixed up. Okay, let's take a look at the very last one here then for exercise 5.6, and then we can move on and wrap up this part of this objective. So for number 6, we've got 8x minus 5y equals 10. I'll call that equation 1. And then for our other one, we've got 6x minus 4y equals 11 for equation 2. Well, once again, I'm going to do the opposite coefficient trick here. So I'm going to say multiply equation 1 by negative 4, and at the same time I'm going to multiply equation 2 by negative 5. So if we do that then, multiplying through the first equation, 8x times negative 4 will be negative 32x, negative 5 times negative 4 will be plus 20y, and 10 times negative 4 will be negative 40. For our second equation, we multiply through by negative 5. 6 times, or I should say 6x times negative 5 will be negative 30x. Negative 4y times negative 5 will be plus 20y. And then 11 multiplied by negative 5 will be negative 55. So now my y terms are the same. So if I subtract the negative 30x plus 20y equation from the negative 32x plus 20y equation, my y's will cancel. So negative 32 minus 30 becomes negative 32 plus 30, which gives us negative 2x. 20y minus 20 gives me nothing. And on the other side, we have negative 40 minus 55, which will be negative 40 plus 55, which will give us plus 15. Rearranging for x will be 15 over negative 2, which will give us negative 7.5 here for my x value. If we now substitute that value into an equation, I'll pick on the first one. We'll have 8 multiplied by negative 7.5 minus 5y equals 10. So 8 multiplied by our negative 7.5 gives me negative 60. If we take the negative 60 over to the side, we'll have negative 5y equals 10 plus 60, which would give me 70. And now the y value will be 70 divided by negative 5. And if we do that, we'll get an answer here of negative 14. So there is my two solutions to question 6, negative 7.5 and negative 14. So hopefully you're okay with that exercise. Good practice here. And of course, I would encourage you as well, of course, to be confident typing these into your calculator to get your calculator to spit out the answers as well. So that's it for exercise 5.6. Let's wrap up this part of this objective.